Are we live? Yes, we are. 3 seconds in. Okay, everybody, welcome to the Chile Report, where we're going to be talking about things that are happening in Chile and maybe abroad. And I'm joined over my shoulder by my son, Ethan. So say hi, Ethan.
Hi.
Okay, he speaks about that much English. Okay, well, it's going to be a brief video. We're going to be talking about a few things. Number one, from our friends at the wonderful, how do you say, Chilevisión. I wonder, can I compartir? Is this? Well, I'll do it later. Um, maybe I can. Let's see. Let's go to the national news. And why can't I see myself as I'm doing this? Hmm. Okay. Well, as you see here, um, one of the first news stories that came to light this morning was, of course, everybody's making a big deal about it, was the clandestine secret little bridge that is going over the border trench in the north of Chile. I believe it's from, if I, according to the Minister of Public Security, Martin Arau, Tuesday, they had a ditch that is supposed to block illegal migrants from coming into Chile in the north, and apparently they built a bridge over it. Of course, everybody that hates caste is jumping on that like, oh, see, nothing works. Like, you shouldn't take an aspirin if you have a headache, but it's just well, according to the minister, they've destroyed it just as fast as it was built. So it's, even if it was constructed, that would be a great place to put the army and the police and the border patrol, whatever Chile has. So that would be the best thing to do. Again, we are not anti-immigrant, but we are anti-illegal immigration because that causes a strain on many public services in whatever country you're living in. As you see in Chile, as the United States and parts of Europe, it's a problem because it creates too crowded schools, too crowded hospitals, and a lot of the social service safety nets are consumed by what they call the most vulnerable, which is always people who are in the country illegally. Not against the people, but I'm against the countries, and that's the problem that illegal immigration causes. So they destroyed this, or said, they will insist, but we too will insist as well. Every time they build something like that, we'll destroy it and keep the border secure. So I think that's a good sign. So I think for the benefit of the country, it's better. Okay, what else is happening here? Another story that I found interesting was the story of the. Excuse me, I just had like a quick dinner before I just jumped on here. So if I make a little hiccup, don't criticize me. The Supreme Court orders a removal proceedings against 56 judges for the misuse of medical leave. Uh-oh. So that is okay. If you're new to Chile, they have something here called medical leave, which is basically, they call it a medical license. You go to a doctor, any doctor pretty much, and you can get a medical license to stay home, and you don't need to take medical leave from your job if you're like an hourly employee, which or someone that makes under like 1 million pesos. So it's a good thing, but I personally like it, but it has been abused tremendously. I support it to be. I don't want to, how do they say in English? They say, you don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. I don't want to. My opinion is I don't think medical leaves should be taken away, but I do think there should be some regulation because, I mean, my God, you even have congressmen in the Chamber of Deputies, what they call here in Chile. They had one woman, my favorite, Carol Cariola. She was on medical leave while she was in Dubai. That never gets mentioned, but she's under investigation for various things. If you watch the news, she's under investigation for, God, what they call the China Gate problem with basically that story. If you don't know that story, she was she's under investigation for apparently one of her campaign contributors or constituents in the Recoleta area where she's never lived um, needed one of their they call them mall chinos in China in Chile. A mall chino or a Chinese mall. It's not really a mall. It's just a big store and where they sell almost anything. Think the dollar store. That's basically what it is, and they sell almost anything. Well, in this particular case, it was in Santiago Center, downtown, which is out of former Diputado Congresswoman Carol Carriolo's district. So she called up her friend, who was the mayor, uh, Irasi Hassler, and apparently, supposedly, uh, said, "Hey, could you do something because this mall chino, this Chinese store, was closed down by the municipality for health reasons." What were those? Some of those health reasons? They were, from what I was able to research, they were selling like turtle meat and things like that. So she was under investigation for that, and she's currently under investigation for that. And there's a big scandal about the how do you say the open your bank accounts because there's secret bank accounts being um, circulated, with these Congress people. But anyway, she was involved in that, and apparently she was also on medical leave when she and her, I guess, her boyfriend, who's the father of her recent child that gave birth last year, were in Dubai watching a Formula One race while she was on medical license. That's what one of the accusations are, among others, including God, trying to get help to pay off her how do you say tag her toll road debts, because she was didn't pay that off either. So anyway, there's a lot of abuse of the medical licenses in Chile. You see a lot of this, especially with psychological reasons, um, and that can be. I don't want to. I don't. Again, I don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater, but that gets abused. Like, oh, I had a stressful day today, and I need a medical license. Okay, or sometimes they get a little exaggerated a little, and some doctors get paid for that. An extra money for that. So that has to be overhauled. But like these judges are on medical license, they're making pretty much the same as like these congresswomen and men like Carol Carriola. They're making well now the Senator Carriola. She took the place of the how do you say Isabel Allende Senate seat. And ask me why she had to resign. She had to resign because she was involved in some kind of corruption with the sale of her father or uncle's house. I don't know, Salvador Allende. So she had to, vacate that space. But of course, Valparaiso is really, really far left. She automatically won that seat. So now she's a senator making like 8 million pesos and more, and whatever extra costs she gets to have for people working with her. I know because I think her mother works with her. So anyway, the medical license thing is outrageous, and having judges that are well paid out on medical license is pretty outrageous and egregious to say the least. So they were, knocked out. So that's good to notice. But it's good to see that they're taking accountability for even the people who earn high amounts of money. So, okay, let's take a look at the next news. Oh, and my favorite news of the day. If you look up here, Gabriel Boric paid tribute to his daughter, Violeta, with an emotional tattoo. Photos generated reactions on social media. Okay, so apparently, the former president, the president who never wore a tie because that is a sign of imperialistic, capitalistic oppression. So is shaving. Got another tattoo as if he needed one. So of course, that's what some people do, and he's just as proud as ever. And God bless him if he's for his daughter. Good for him. I don't have a tattoo of my son. Sorry, Ethan. Don't have one. So, or my daughter. So, do you think I should have a tattoo of your name on my arm?
Yeah. No.
Thank you. Not a good idea. Okay. Well, that's pretty much what's going on in the news today. I hope you guys like my lighthearted commentary. We're going to try to do videos here about things in Chile in English as much as possible. I don't have the best camera, I don't have the best microphone, and I don't have the best looks, but I'm going to try my best. So I know there's nothing really in Chile that's interactive that we can have for the English speaking community. I don't want it just to be, people from out of the country. I would like it to be people who just speak English. Could be from anywhere, Chile, Venezuela, Haiti, whatever. So just, if you want to, come here and practice your English, I'm going to try to do planned programs where everybody can chat. And let's see how many people are chatting right now. Nobody. Okay, so it's work in progress. So I hope to see you guys soon. Hope you watch the video and spread it around. And the more people watch and more people send emails and more people complain, great. So I'll see you guys later. Talk to you. Bye bye.
This is the Chile Report.
That's the budget we have. So good. All right. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Great.